It's kinda sad how even though Superman is such an important character, not only in comics but in all of pop culture, but yet he hasn't had that much media exposure this past decade. For instance, it's been almost 10 years and they still haven't made a Man of Steel 2, and the last Superman cartoon we had was the Legion of Superheroes back in 2005. Things could have played out differently though, because a few years back, we actually had a pitch for a Superman animated show that the concept alone sounds like something great that I personally would have loved to see. In 2019, Newsarama published an interview with animation director Vinton Hewitt, who, alongside artist Sean Galloway, pitched an idea for a Superman family cartoon to Warner Brothers, inspired by the 2016 DC Rebirth run and revamp of the character. As explained by Vinton Hewitt in the interview, he wanted to create a more lighthearted show with a family angle, with Superman and Lois Lane trying to raise John Kent while also having superhero adventures, with a tone and style that would have been inspired by Silver Age stories. That's why he wanted to use characters like Mr. Mxyzptlk, and for example, in the interview he mentioned how he would have liked to see a story where Clark gets transformed into a merman. So in a sense, I imagine that the show could have been similar to Batman the Brave and the Bold, a show which I absolutely love, by the way. Other characters that the show would have introduced included the Superman from China, Kong Kenan, Natasha Irons as Steel, and even Damian Wayne, so we would have gotten to see the Super Sons having adventures. Sadly, Warner Brothers in the end rejected the show, and I really do find it sad, because it's really been 15 years without any Superman animated show, and it's a shame, because he's a character with one of the richest mythologies in all of fiction, with a lot of stories to pull inspiration from. The stories that this pitch would have used as sources, for example, those sources being the Silver Age period of stories of the character, and especially the 2016 DC Rebirth Superman run by Peter Tomasi and Patrick Gleason, is one of my absolute favorite Superman runs in recent memory, because after an awful reboot of the character in the New 52, and even before then really, years of feeling like the character and his world were stagnated, Tomasi and Gleason managed to make developments to the character that truly made him feel like he was evolving, by bringing Superman back to the root of his ideals and giving him his classic characterization, and also by finally giving him a son. Seeing Superman stories centered around a family dynamic is something that really shows the maturity and growth in the character. So even though the show never got picked up, I do really recommend anyone who is a Superman fan or is interested in the character to give the DC Rebirth run from Tomasi and Gleason a read, because it's really good. And the different aspects and incorporations that the run made to the Superman mythos have already had a great impact to the character's world, with even the live-action Superman and Lois TV show borrowing a lot of elements from that run of the character. So even though we never got to see that fantastic idea for a Superman cartoon, there's actually another Superman animated project that surely would have been great, and I say that because a few years back, the great Genndy Tartakovsky was developing some Superman animated shorts for DC Nation, which was a programming block that aired in Cartoon Network and compiled different shorts and shows all based on DC Comics. We only have a couple concept arts for the shorts that were never made, with one of them having Superman flying and another with him standing at a volcano. The thought alone of Genndy Tartakovsky, an animator that's responsible for some of the coolest animated action we've ever seen on screen, directing a Superman story is something that would have been insane to watch. Most recently though, Warner Brothers announced a new animated series in development called My Adventures with Superman, following stories with a younger Clark, Lois, and Jimmy Olsen, having lighthearted stories with a more soft art style. We've only gotten a few pictures of the show in development as of me recording this, but the fact that we're getting a Superman show is reason enough for me to be excited. So after hearing about these unmade Superman cartoons, I want to know what you guys think about this. Would you like to see a Superman animated show in the future? Personally, I really love the old Max Fleischer Superman cartoons, and I'd absolutely love to see a show that primarily takes inspiration from that old portrayal of the character. And I've always loved the whole Golden Age vibe and stories. There's a fantastic animator on YouTube called robbpratt that has done a few animated shorts inspired by the old Fleischer cartoon, and they are insanely cool. It's literally the Superman show that I've always wanted to see, and I would kill to see it made as a complete show. I'm gonna leave the links to robbpratt's shorts in the description, and you gotta watch them. So yeah, let me know in the comments which of these pitched Superman animated concepts interest you the most, and what type of Superman cartoon would you like to see in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching.